We are in our peak bushfire season right now. Do we have the assets to spare?
Look, it would depend on the nature of the request, and it's difficult to speculate about it in the absence of a specific request. We'd assess it. We'd assess, of course, our own needs, but we'll do everything we, as I say, responsibly can to help our colleagues in the United States if they ask us.
These fires are unprecedented. Are these LA fires raising concerns for you that the US and Canada may not be able to spare firefighters in their winter months in the future as these fire seasons change or extend?
Look, I think all Australians will see the scenes coming out of Los Angeles and be just as heartbroken as I am to see the impact on these communities. They are devastating. And we know that right across the world, we are seeing longer fire seasons and more intense fire weather. That's true in the United States and it's true for us. Cooperation will continue to be a feature of how we manage our fire seasons here in Australia and right across the world. But we do know we've got to step up. We've received advice from the scientists very clearly for years that these kinds of circumstances are going to arise more frequently, and we are going to confront fire seasons that in some instances will be unprecedented. It's why we've made the investments we have as a government. In our last budget, we significantly increased the resources available for aerial firefighting. We're now putting in $48 million a year. That's allowed us to secure not only the large air tanker, but also the 3 heavy lift helicopters. And we can use those assets for firefighting, but also in other emergencies like floods and cyclones. We've also made some really other significant investments in preparedness so that Australia can actually be confident that our government can step in and support the states and territories when emergencies like this arise.
Okay, I accept that, Minister, but during a bad fire season, we need about 7 large air tankers, but we only own 1. We lease the rest from North America. Is our access to those aircraft becoming affected as fire seasons extend in both hemispheres? And do we need to buy a full fleet of large air tankers and be more self-sufficient? Is this a wake-up call?
You're right that we need to step up the volume and the availability of aircraft, and that's why we've made the investments we have. We did so on the advice of the fire chiefs, and we constantly work with them to ensure that we're securing the kind of assets that are appropriate for the conditions that present at the time. To date, the advice has been that the leasing arrangements we've had are the best way to secure a sufficiently flexible fleet to meet a changing fire environment. But we do need to assess and review that. We've commissioned a review, it's underway, and we expect to receive the results from that this year.
Time is pressing. Jenny McAllister, appreciate your time this morning. Thank you.